We're gonna get through this.
Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym.
Floyd Mayweather appears emotional as reports surface claiming he owes $500 million to the IRS. In a shaky voice, he says, "We're going to get through this." Acknowledging the overwhelming pressure, the once boastful champion now faces a financial battle tougher than any opponent he's ever fought in the ring.
We're gonna get through this. That's
Floyd Mayweather insists he has paid his IRS debts, but official records tell a different story. The IRS maintains that he still owes a significant amount, contradicting his claims. Despite public denial, unresolved tax issues continue to follow the boxer, casting doubt on his financial transparency and responsibility.
Getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your comment.
Floyd Mayweather has always taken a different approach to money than most people. Instead of putting money aside for the future, he's publicly expressed the belief that money is meant to be spent, not saved. He's talked about finding happiness in the simpler times before wealth and fame took over his life. For Mayweather, the thrill isn't in holding on to money, it's in using it to enjoy the moment. This mindset has shaped much of his lifestyle and public image, where enjoying the finer things is more important than planning ahead.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you got to be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, no matter how you look at it. Just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring. Because another guy, he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
In recent times, Mayweather has been seen living in rented luxury mansions, some of which he reportedly doesn't even stay in for long. These properties are often chosen for their grand appearance rather than necessity. Many people close to the industry believe this is less about comfort and more about keeping up appearances. Instead of investing in homes for long-term stability, he seems more focused on using these rentals to project a certain image, one of unstoppable wealth and
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
Mayweather has always craved being at the center of attention when comparisons are drawn between him and other fighters, especially from different sports. He doesn't always take it well. For instance, when someone suggested that UFC fighter Conor McGregor might be the Mayweather of MMA, Floyd appeared bothered and dismissed the idea quickly. This moment gave fans a glimpse into his competitive side, not just inside the ring but also in terms of fame and public recognition. It showed that he wants to be seen as the ultimate standard, even beyond his own sport.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated, but I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you know?
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. A living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large he don't even see ants.
Legendary boxer Mike Tyson once spoke candidly about Floyd's attitude, suggesting that he may be too absorbed in himself. Tyson pointed out that Mayweather's constant boasting about money could make him look out of touch, especially during times when many people are struggling financially. While some might see Mayweather's confidence as earned, others view it as an over-the-top display that lacks humility. Tyson's words reflect a broader opinion among fans and fellow athletes who believe Floyd's showy behavior may not be as impressive as it once seemed.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seemed to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them, and sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends.
To defend his lavish lifestyle, Mayweather often reminds people that he came from humble beginnings. According to him, he worked hard to reach his level of success and believes he deserves to enjoy the rewards. In his view, flashy cars, expensive watches, and huge homes are symbols of triumph. He doesn't see them as arrogance, but as a way to inspire others who also come from tough circumstances. For Floyd, the story is simple: if he made it from nothing, others can too.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles, employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between 100 to 200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the financial